Is Megatron better in the G1 cartoons, or is he better in the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy? Old fans and new fans, let me know what you think. Watch till the end. What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to Transformers Tuesday here on your Toyly Cool channel. I'm Big Joe, and we're going on another adventure back to Cybertron. Not just any Cybertron, but the Cybertron that rekindled my love for everything Transformers. The series that sparked my interest to go back to toy collecting. Most importantly, the animated feature that kept me sane throughout the pandemic. It's none other than Netflix's War for Cybertron series. It's a reintroduction of very familiar and well-known, well-loved characters and brought to light under a new storytelling way, a new way to tell their story. And of course, with every animated series comes a bevy of toys, much to the joy of kids and kids at heart alike, like me. So today we will be featuring one of those key characters in the Netflix War for Cybertron series, and the box even shows that this is a Netflix exclusive toy. Yep, it says spoilers inside, and it's got all of the whatnots, and you've got the, looks like a ruins of some kind. It's got some vines covering the front, and then you've got some energon thingies, but it doesn't show you what kind of character he is unless you look at the top. The top shows it's a Decepticon. And who's the baddest Decepticon of all? Megatron. So yes, Megatron is inside. I've purchased this toy 2021, but I have never opened it until today. So let's get on a journey and an adventure and see the toy inside together. Okay. That's unique. So let's take this out. What is this? Okay, what is this? Oh, looks like something that could keep it from, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. What is it? Some gel of some sort. I don't know. Let's take out the toy. The manual is right here. Yep, it's Megatron. Oh, it's Megatron and the fossilizer Skelivore. I don't know what the Skelivore is, but show you what he is. Yep. That is Megatron, and this is Skelivore. Skeletor. By the way, Masters of the Universe out in June. This is Skelivore. I think it's a parts former. Sort of like a skeleton of a Dinobot or a dinosaur. And this is Megatron. In his, I think it's a tank. But let's just get on and show you what Megatron's gonna look like. I think this is the Megatron that was the inspiration for the Robosen toy, which we have in the collection, by the way. I'm not gonna get into Skelivore just yet. We will focus on Megatron. Okay, just slide him down, and then pop out pops the back. Okay. All right. Let's take out his weapon, of course. Weapons, because he's got two. He's got the sword, which is also a blaster, I think. Show me, show me, show me. Show me what you got. I don't want to break it, but there we go. Looks like a blaster also. What do you think? Okay, so even the weapon is a transformer. There we go. So it's a sword now. And then, of course, his so recognizable. In fact, it is always part of his look, the proton cannon or the plasma cannon. I don't know what it is, but it's the one that sticks to his arm like so. And there you got Megatron. Puny humans. Puny humans. There we go. That's a Megatron that I know and love. Except for the backpack, of course. Okay. Yep, based on the manual that we just put aside, this Megatron turns into a tank. But, yep, it turns into a tank. Where is that? Yep, it turns into a tank. Right so. Now you can see the age of the toy because you have a bit of yellowing on the leg. It's not supposed to look like that, but I don't know if it's yellowing or if it was just designed that way. One more fun thing about this is that it's got the matrix of leadership. Remember, Megatron has always been obsessed with the matrix of leadership. Although, did you know that the matrix of leadership was not featured in any of the G1 cartoons except for the Transformers, the movie that was shown in 1986. So according to the manual, you can put this on him and you can latch it onto something. I don't know what, but I think oh, there you go. There, you can latch it on here, on there, and then on somewhere. So it's gonna look like that, like he's. There we go. He can't really put the matrix of leadership into his chest cog because he's not worthy. Only person to be able to put the matrix in their chest cog is the Prime. Optimus Prime, Sentinel Prime, and the other Primes. Okay, all right. Yep, supposed to go in like this. But anyway, there we go. This is how it's supposed to look. This is nothing fancy, but it does give you a Megatron with a head sculpt that you're familiar with. We did an Armada Universe Megatron a few episodes back, and that was fantastic. But if you're a G1 fan or a G1 not like me, the Megatron that has the arm cannon is always the best Megatron. And looking at him now, whether he turns into a gun or a tank, he's still going to be the Megatron that I know and love. Yep, in fact, he even grows on me because he's now similar to the Robosen Megatron, which we also enjoyed playing with and featured on this channel. All right. Okay. The paint job is also fascinating. In fact, it's amazing to look at because you've got the different tones of black, you've got the different shades of gray, you've got the battle scar, the battle damage, you've got the muted silver, and then you've got the head. I mean, Megatron used to be a light shade of silver in the G1, but here you've got the dark silver and you've got some splashes of black. And even if you look at the cannon on his arm, it's not all black. There's some touches of gray and silver. Okay? Even the feet, the very familiar feet of Megatron, shows touches of black and silver. Okay. All right. Now, if you remove this from his chest, you would see the battle damage, supposed battle damage with the scarring and the and yep, the scarring on his chest. And you even see some bullet holes or blaster holes if you would want to use that. Okay, let's do a toy review. We'll be doing a transformation video for the next episode, so watch out for that. And we'll be doing a toy review. Do you want to do Skeletor? Yeah, let's do Skeletor. He's here. Might as well. Might as well. Might as well, might as well. Okay, we've got Skeletor free. And he doesn't look doesn't look nice at all. Can you stand, bro? Okay, he can stand. Much better than some of the toys we've featured on this channel. Okay. Yeah, he looks like a velociraptor if you look at his skull. It's got the teeth. Yeah, that looks like a fossil of a T-Rex or a velociraptor. I'm not sure which, but you know, yeah, it's a T-Rex. You know why? Because these are supposed to be the arms, and the T-Rex has itty-bitty arms with only 2 fingers. So he's the skeletal remains of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know why he's a Transformer. Honestly, I don't know why. Probably because War for Cybertron had a third, it's not episode, third season. Because the first one was War for Cybertron Siege. Second one was War for Cybertron Earthrise. And the other one is, I can't remember what the other one is. War for Cybertron, I don't know. I forget. I'll put it somewhere here. So it's somewhere, it was supposed to have been, it was Earthbound. It happened on Earth. Okay. So maybe that's why he's here. But enough of that. Let's do a toy review. We'll do a toy review for Megatron. Let's set this guy aside. He's just an add-on. It's a spoiler, but yeah. Okay. By the way, this is a Takara Tomy release, not a Hasbro release. Or it's a partnership, because it's also got Hasbro here. Okay. Let's do that toy review. Before that, let's put the sword in his hand. There we go. Puny humans! Alright. First impression, like, the box was like, okay, it's pretty mysterious. What could be inside? How's he supposed to look? And would I love the figure? Because, you know, it's always a gamble when you're getting a box where you don't see the figure inside. But when I first saw him, the paint job, the face, the construction, the sturdiness of it, I was won over. I was like, okay, I was afraid for no reason. And then you got this, which is a very nice add-on. Price point, now this was more expensive than your regular War for Cybertron release. Normally it would go, this guy would be a leader class. No, he's not a leader class, he's a Voyager class. Probably have gone for about 1,999 pesos. But given the box, the packaging that he was in, it was almost about double, twice as much. I'm not sure. We have not opened the War for Cybertron Siege Megatron in its individual box, because there was one that was released in the Netflix edition, but that's also expensive. But the regular one, I don't know. That was cheaper. I don't know if it has the sword or if it has other add-ons. But just for this alone, I think it's worth it. 4,000, maybe 5,000 pesos. That's worth. Shelf appeal, come on. You don't even have to, you know, question. Yes, he's a tank, not a gun, but he's a Megatron that you're familiar with. He's got the face, he's got the coned head, he's got the, you know, the chest, he's got the nice Decepticon logo in the middle, and that's a Megatron that you're familiar with, at least in robot mode. Playability, I see a lot of potential in how you play with this, because the transformation is going to be a little bit more complicated than normal, but it's also a lot of fun seeing the accessories. You've got this cannon, then you've got the sword that also has a cannon, how he turns into a tank, how he transforms, how he looks while he's in tank mode is also something that is worth looking forward to. So let's do a final toy review. Is Megatron not cool? I mean, War for Cybertron Trilogy Megatron not cool? Is he cool, or is he totally cool? Let me know what you think in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think he's cool. Reason for that is, well, I'm a G1 purist. As much as I love this Megatron, being the Megatron for the War for Cybertron trilogy, the fact that he's got the same mold as the G1 made you want to expect a G1 alt mode. But that's on the side. It's not really a deal breaker. Meaning, I would still purchase this. I would still keep it in my collection. I would probably keep this on a display stand the moment I have the chance to have a display stand. But he's just a few steps, a few inches away from being totally cool. Had he been the original P30 Walter P38 pistol. So that's the only thing that kept him from being another totally cool toy. With that ends this episode, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon on the next one. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell button. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And always remember, this is Big Joe telling you, toys are not just cool. They're totally cool. So happy collecting. Bye-bye.